I'm just gonna get the minor details out the way before we watch the video. Essentially, Jaden Ivey has been released uh from the Bulls, and just to get the minor details out the way, like the important things that you would need to know, just so we don't have to talk about it again. Essentially, he was with the team for maybe like 2 months or so. He played maybe 4 games. Um, and the reason, right, the Bulls cited its conduct. Like the conduct was detrimental to the team. And what is this conduct, you might ask? He made an Instagram video criticizing like the NBA's promotion of pride, right, as unrighteous. That's like his own words, unrighteous. And that decision led the team to cut ties. So the Bulls cut ties with him because his comments were anti LGBTQ or anti gay, right? Um, Obviously the reason for that is PR. The I don't know how the conduct would be detrimental to the team. Maybe they're referring to like the entity as itself, sure. Um, but yeah, that's like the main gist of it. He basically just criticized on his Instagram live. He criticized like a bunch of NBA players that also support the same thing, um, and things like that. And then he also criticized Catholicism as well. And yeah, that's like the main gist. And obviously, this is an issue. Like this is a PR issue for the Bulls. He was already injured, right? So it made it like a little bit easier for them to get rid of him. But it's also good to know that he will still receive his salary to the end of the season. So it's not like he's not gonna keep getting paid or nothing like that, and then he becomes a free agent, to my knowledge. But yeah, he literally played 4 games, said stuff about the the LGBTQ mob, and they got him out of there. No time, got him out of there. But yeah, now that we got that out the way, um, personally, right, like I don't know, I don't know. Like some people are different, I guess. It makes sense that he doesn't support it if he claims to be Christian, right? Like it makes sense. It adds up that he doesn't. Um, but I think that there are certain things like there's no reason for you to talk about certain things. Like, there's certain things that you should just keep to yourself. Like, I guess technically he's being a good Christian, right? By, spreading the word, things like that. Um, but there's certain things like personally I just wouldn't talk about, especially if my livelihood depends on it. Even though you're still gonna get paid, afterwards you don't know, how that's gonna go. I don't think it's gonna be easier for teams to pick him up, even though he's gonna be a free agent. I can't imagine it being, you know, as easy as if he'd never said anything, right? That's one. And another thing is like if he was being told to do something against his beliefs, then that would be different, right? But if he's not being told to do anything against his beliefs, he's just chilling, and he just hops on live and just randomly talks about things that he knows could get him in trouble, right? I just don't think it's worth it doing that, right? Like, you also have to be wise. If you want to spread the word, I understand, but you also have to be wise, right? You have to spread it with reason. You have to know that you're able to prep yourself for whatever whatever um like backlash you might get from it, whatever, however is going to affect your income or whatever, right? That's what I personally believe. I don't think it's like, because people might say, oh yeah, he's just being a good Christian, he's standing up for what he believes. I get that, and I want people to stand up for I want people to stand up for their beliefs, but I think that you should understand the right time to do it. That's just me personally. Like I'm just not going to do something like that. It's just not something I'm going to do. I wouldn't advise someone else to do it, but hey, that's just me. After they let him go, I think there was a video of his wife of him telling us his wife hasn't been texting him or something like that. Just things here and there. Like it seems like stuff is falling apart. You know, so yeah, I just think there's a different way to go about it than doing it like this. But yeah, it makes sense that the Bulls let him go. Doesn't mean I support them for doing that, but whatever. We're gonna roll the clip.
Right? The world can proclaim LGBTQ, right? They proclaim Pride Month in the NBA. They proclaim it. They show it to the world. They say come join us for Pride Month to celebrate unrighteousness. They proclaim it. They proclaim it on the billboards. They proclaim it in the streets. Unrighteousness. So how is it that one can't speak righteousness? How is it one that how are they to say that you man, this man is crazy? That's why you got Steph Curry and he not even surrendered, and y'all believe he's a Christian. Y'all believe he's a Christian because he wrote Philippians 4:13. Y'all think he's a Christian. But he cursing just like the world. We are now almost ready to go, so please take your... That's why my wife in here and she not even texting me.
You can see, you've seen what this mob can do. They can get you gone like in no time. They can get you just one thing you say wrong about them, you're gone. Literally a mob. I'm telling you, it's literally a mob. You can't say nothing wrong about him. You say something wrong about him, you're out. That's it. You're done. There's no two ways about it. And they're quick. They're quick as hell too. They're quick. Like they could take almost anyone down. So knowing this, you just gotta be, you gotta be careful. Like you gotta be careful. Try to find a way to spread the word in such a way that it doesn't mean you should lie. It doesn't. I'm not asking people to lie, right? If you're asked, then sure, you can say what you believe. But if you're not asked, right, you don't gotta say nothing yet. If no one ever asks you, like, oh, what do you think about this, right? Don't say nothing yet. Make sure that by the time you're ready to say something, or by the time you're ready to speak out against something, right, you're willing to take whatever the backlash is, and you're able to take whatever the backlash is. Your family doesn't suffer for it, things like that. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, it's just gonna keep going like this. It's just how it is these days, unfortunately. But yeah, it's terrible to me. Terrible. I understand the decision from the Bulls, but yeah,